Hello and welcome to Mark in the Park, the program where we let you know what's going on in Urbana Park District and always let you know that at Urbana Park District, you belong here. I'm Mark Schultz and we're pleased to join today by Ed Morford, head coach of the Urbana Tiger Sharks, a brand new swim team at Urbana Park District. Hello.
Hi, nice to be here.
Nice to see you today. First of all, what are the Tiger Sharks?
Well, we're a brand new competitive swimming team in Urbana. We started early this summer, kind of a soft opening, so we had a nice small group of kids and we kind of felt our way. But we started the beginning of last week and kind of as our brand new Urbana team.
Now this isn't an IHSA high school team, this is a club team.
It's a club team. It typically caters to young kids up through high school, and even sometimes college kids will come back from their college team and work out with their old club team. So basically about school age, 6 or so, at least through high school and even beyond.
Now this is a competitive swim team, so this, while you teach them strokes and the proper way to swim, the butterfly and all those strokes,
right?
This isn't swimming lessons.
It's not swimming lessons. It's the focus is competition. We don't have a requirement that they go to meets, but I hope to build an environment where they want to go to meets. And it's fun and exciting. It's kind of the payoff to all the hard work in the pool.
Tell us a little bit about your background. Where did you come from when you came to the Tiger Sharks?
Well, it's kind of been a long story, but I grew up in upstate New York and swam junior high, high school, and college, and then started my coaching career right after college. So that was about 40 years ago. And I've been coaching on and off, mostly on, since that time in upstate New York, in Austin, Texas, and in this community.
All right. What brought you to Urbana?
Well, about 25 years or so ago, I started with the university. I got a job as the aquatics director for campus recreation. And along in there somewhere, the Urbana High School needed help with the coach, so I did that for about 3 years. And the now defunct Aqua Chiefs needed some help, so I helped them. And then I evolved about 8 years with another club team in town. And I've been coaching pretty much nonstop for the last 10 years.
And how do the Urbana Tiger Sharks feel a swim team need in this community?
I think there's probably two answers to that. Number one is people on this side of town tend to like to stay on this side of town, so proximity to the pool that they're used to going to and their community, I think, is strong. I have a fair amount of kids from Danville, and coming from Danville, the Urbana side is a lot easier to get to. But I think since I've been in the community and most swimmers and swimming families in the community know me, they know my philosophy, and I think there's room for another philosophy in this town as well.
And what is your coaching philosophy?
Well, I'm very much the type of coach that looks at all their swimmers as great swimmers, whether they end up in college or at major championships meets or not. I look at it very developmentally, and I look at it long term. One of the philosophies that most of my kids and my swimming parents know is that I like kids that come to practice happy and leave practice happy. If I get that, I know I'm going to have a good, happy, long-term swimmer.
Excellent. And just to let everybody know that your team practices are at Urbana Indoor Aquatics Center, correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
Almost exclusively.
Yes. Now, do you have any meets there too? Are you going to host meets there?
We are going to host meets this first year as we build our team and get our parent volunteers together, and we've got to get some officials too. If we're going to host a meet, we've got to have at least a couple of officials. We're going to take this first year to develop that, and most of our meets will be away. Will be at a pool that's hosted.
Now, tell us how far away would kids have to go to a meet? Is it an all-day thing? Is it an overnight thing? Just so parents know the level of commitment that would go into going to a meet.
Okay. There's all of that actually. Sometimes it's just a dual or a tri-meet, and it could be done and over in a couple hours. So just an afternoon or a morning or something like that, so half a day. And some of our meets actually will start on a Friday and end late on a Sunday, so there's a couple nights involved. You don't have to sign up for events on every day, so it's largely self-built in terms of schedule. And we'll go as far away as probably Springfield on these smaller meets. So most of our travel meets will be within an hour and a half, a lot of them a lot closer.
And again, families can sign up for a meet if they want to go, correct?
That's correct.
They don't have to, but swimming competitively at the meet that's your dessert for being on the team, right?
It's a payoff after a long week of practice or a long semester of practice. So yeah, meets are a lot of fun. Kids love meets. They hang out with their friends, have fun, interspersed with an occasional swimming race here and there. So the kids really enjoy it.
And tell us, if somebody wants to join the Tiger Sharks, how much does that cost?
It kind of depends on which group you end up in. The first group, the beginner and advanced beginner, starts at about $70 for a month, and that includes 5 practices a week. And it goes up slightly depending on your level of swimming. The practices get a little bit longer.
Okay.
So the senior group, the most senior and the highest level groups, go as high as 110. And those practices are about an hour and a half long.
Okay, and people can sign up any time of year to join the Tiger Sharks. Is that correct?
They can sign up at any point. Yep, any time is a good time. Now is especially a good time. We're just beginning our season, and we're doing a lot of pretty intensive stroke work and getting to know each other and getting a feel for the team and the practices. So this is a great time right now.
So late summer, early fall is a good time to sign up, but if somebody decides in February, hey, I'd like to sign up for this, they can.
Absolutely. Right.
And people can give you a call for more information on of signing up. And what is your number at Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center?
It's 384-7665.
384-7665 for more information.
Correct.
And also, just to let you know that if there's any financial aid available or if there's any financial need, it's our goal at Urbana Park District to let people participate regardless of ability to pay. So you can always call the Phillips Recreation Center at 217-367-1544 to discuss potential financial aid that might be available to swimming at the Urbana Tiger Sharks. And Ed Morford, head coach of the Tiger Sharks, our guest today. You said your philosophy a little bit. If they come to practice happy and leave practice happy, that's going to be a successful swimmer.
Exactly.
What else do you want kids to get out of this team experience?
Well, I want them to, in addition to enjoying swimming, I like to see them develop as as an athlete and as a person. You can certainly learn discipline in the pool. You can become more fit and healthy. Swimming, as everyone knows, is one of the best lifelong sports you can get into. Team spirit and camaraderie. One of the nicest things I think about our sport is how relationships grow within and outside of the team. Most of the swimmers that I've coached in age group swimming have good friends all over the state, at least, if not all over the country, because they tend to see each other time and time again. They sit in the ready room or on in the bench waiting for swimming, and they're usually next to the same kids week after week, so they have a great experience and make friends throughout the state.
That's fantastic to hear, and I want to just let people know too, you mentioned that you have some people from Danville come over. You don't have to be a resident of Urbana to join the Tiger Sharks.
That's correct. You do not have to be a resident. And in terms of the fees, there you have to be there's a slightly increased fee for out of residency, and there is a membership to the Indoor Aquatic Center as well. But we feel they're they're very well in line and reasonable rates. But we've got swimmers from Urbana, from Champaign, from Danville, and even I believe we've got a few swimmers from the Monticello area. So we have them from all over.
That's fantastic. And is there a numbers limit? There's only so many slots that can be filled? Or you haven't gotten to that point yet?
I would love to get to solving that problem, yes. But right now, really our limitations at some point will probably be due to pool space, and we're not close to that yet. Although we had a nice little bump in our attendance here lately, we're still a small team, and if numbers warrant, I'll hire more coaches.
And no cuts?
No cuts. No cuts. No.
Everybody's on the team and everybody can compete.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. There is a slight minimum requirement. You have to be safe and able to swim the length of the pool on your front and your back with some form. But that's, basically if you get through a number of swimming lessons, you're probably capable of being at least in the beginner squad.
Fantastic. Ed Morford, thank you so much for your time.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for coming over to talk about tiger sharks, and we look forward to a lot of fun, happy, competitive swimmers in the Park District in the future.
That's my goal.
All right. Ed Morford, the head coach of the Urbana Tiger Sharks, the new year-round swim team put on by Urbana Park District. If you want more information about the Urbana Tiger Sharks, go online at urbanaparks.org, or you can call 367-1544 and ask to speak to Ed. I'm Mark Schultz. Thanks for joining us.